Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Casey. I'm an Amazon seller. I've been selling on Amazon for about 2 years now, and I have created this channel to help people learn about how to sell on Amazon because it has changed my life and I know it can change yours as well. Alright, so like I told y'all, today I will be explaining what you do once you get the product and if you want to send it to Amazon or you sell the product and need to ship it to the customer. First, before we get into the video today, I want to thank all the people out there who are liking these videos, all my new subscribers on here, because when I started out I had 0, so thank y'all guys. So keep on hitting that like button, keep on hitting that subscribe button so I can keep on uploading these videos. Like I said, I plan on trying to do about 3 a week. Next week, might not be able to do as many because my dad has a lot of doctor's appointments I gotta take him to. But we'll see. So the next step, shipping it to Amazon or shipping it to the customer. First off, if you've gotten to this step, I want to applaud you because you've made it past the first step. Now you're on to the second step. And those who haven't started it yet, I'm telling you, this is your sign. Start it now. So in today's video, along with showing y'all like shipping plans to Amazon and showing y'all how to print off the labels if you're going to send it to the customer, I'm also going to give you some tips on packaging because it can be tricky sometimes because you want to make sure the item don't get damaged. Because if it gets damaged, you can submit a claim to USPS or UPS or FedEx, whoever you're using to ship, but we all know that takes forever to investigate. So just save yourself some time and make sure you package right. So the first one I'm going to do is if you are shipping the item to the customer yourself. Okay, so first, if I am listing a FBM product, meaning I am wanting to ship the item myself to the customer, I'm going to go to these 3 little things. I am going to go to category, add product. This is where you either enter in a product name or a ASIN. Remember, I told y'all earlier, an ASIN is Amazon's specific number for a product. So I'm just going to type in Barbie, okay? I want to list this item right here. So I'm going to go to show variations. I'm going to do new condition because it's going to be new. Sell this variation, and then right here is your listing page. You are going to enter in your price. So it's selling for $70.10, so let's just put $70.10. Item conditions going to be new. I will ship this item myself. That's what you're going to hit. You do not hit Amazon will ship and provide customer service. That's if you're going to ship it to Amazon. So you're going to hit this top one right here and you're going to put in the quantity that you have. So let's just say I got 10 of them in stock. And then I'm going to go down here and I'm going to do save and finish, and the listing's going to be posted on my inventory. So once the item sells, next I'm going to show you what you do after that. Alright guys, so I am going to try to show y'all the best I can because I don't want to share my whole screen, because these are items that I'm currently selling, so of course I can't show you. But first, you're going to go to these little 3 lines right here. You're going to go to orders, manage orders. Now this is if you're shipping it to the customer yourself. Pending are orders that you got that's about 30 minutes to move into your unshipped. Like let's say, have you ever tried to buy something on Amazon and maybe your card didn't go through or something like that? Then it's going to stay underneath pending until the customer resolves it. And if the customer don't resolve it, then it drops off in a few days. So once it's good to go, paid for and everything, then it's going to end up in your unshipped. Okay, so now here I am on this side, which is just on the opposite side of the page. Like I said, I can't show y'all the items. So you can see here it says buy shipping, confirm shipment, print packaging slip, cancel order. So then right here you see it says ship by date, deliver by date. So this date right here, January 28th, is the date you want to ship by. If you do not ship by that date, then it's going to be late, and it will count against you for your late shipments. You get too many late shipments, your percentage is going to go up on your account health, and your account is at risk to be shut down. So that's very important. Then delivered by date. If you ship by that date, then that delivered by date is going to be there before that problem. If you're going to buy shipping from Amazon, which I do, is the easiest because you are protected through Amazon. So like, let's say the item says that it was delivered, it was left on front porch, but then you get a email from the customer saying that I never received the item. Well, if you don't buy shipping through Amazon, then you could be at fault for that and you would have to issue a refund. But let's say that you did buy through Amazon. I always go ahead and tell the customer to file an A to Z claim, which you don't want A to Z claims, but in this case, it should go in your favor. So Amazon will refund the customer and it will not count against your account health because you bought shipping through Amazon. If you buy it through Amazon, it's going to go ahead and come out of your Amazon payments. You'll see it underneath shipping. What I'm talking about, if you don't buy it through Amazon, let's say you go through a third-party site and buy it. I'm not sure what those third-party sites are because, like I said, I never use it. But I have heard of them before, some people using them. You'll go to that site and you'll buy shipment. And then instead of doing buy shipment, you're going to hit confirm shipment. Then you're going to enter in that tracking number that they gave you. So let me tell y'all, the struggle is real when starting out. Let me tell y'all about the mistake I made. First, I was doing FBA when I first started because that's what people were doing on YouTube. That was the easiest way to learn. That was the easiest way to get into it. Merchant Field was scary because of shipping at the time. So I was doing FBA. Then it got to around seasons like Valentine's Day, Easter. Well, I'd already sent my stuff in FBA, but it had already sold out. We were like a week and a half away from Valentine's Day, Easter. This happened at both of them. I still wanted to sell the stuff because a week and a half it would have time to get there. But you wouldn't have time to send it in to Amazon for them to send out. So that's when I started doing Merchant Field because you could still sell up until like a week and a half before because the items could get to the customer in time for that holiday. Well, when I started out, I was hitting every single item by shipping. This little button right here, I was hitting that every time. And whenever you hit that, well, then it pulls you up to this screen right here where you enter in all your shipping stuff. You length, width, height of the package, apply. I just put in some random stuff just to show y'all. Pounds, how many pounds it is. This is when you need a scale to weigh it, say 2 pounds. Here's the cheapest UPS ground, $10.75. Then you hit buy shipping. I was doing that on every single product that I sold. And let me tell you, at the time of Easter and Valentine's Day, I was selling about 500 items a day. So I was doing that on every single item. I was like, I gotta be doing something wrong. There's gotta be something else I can do here. There is. Let me go ahead and show y'all and save y'all that hassle in that time. Okay, and here it is right here. So you can hit this little button right here and it's gonna select all those. So what happens is, let's say you have a certain item that you've sold like 100 of in the past. It's going to automatically generate the dimensions and the weight and all that. So then all you're going to hit is buy shipping in bulk. Okay, so like I told y'all, it's going to auto-generate the dimensions, the weight, if you have sold the item already. If you haven't sold the item, you'll just have to enter it in. It's going to do the cheapest shipping. So in these 3 cases at the top, it is UPS ground, and the bottom one is USPS first class. And then it's going to show you how much the total of the shipping label is going to be. So once you got all those done, then you'll be able to hit this buy shipping button, and it's going to auto-generate all your shipping labels. And I had some shipping labels printed out this morning. I'm covering up the customer and the address. But this is what your shipping labels will look like. I use the Rolo machine. Let me go ahead and show y'all that. This right here is a lifesaver. Another mistake I did, guys. I don't even want to admit this one. I was printing each label out on a sheet of paper and cutting it and taping it to the bottom. Oh, no. Well, no. If you're going to be doing a bunch of orders, this right here, guys, it will print out labels just like that. I have it set up wireless, so I just print out the labels straight from that. Here's what the labels look like. So then whenever you go to put it on the package, you just peel it off and just stick that on the package. So easy. I don't know what I was doing when I first started. Like I said, you learn as you go, and the struggle is real at the start. The other good thing about the Rolo printer is it's a thermal printer, so you don't use ink. And if anybody has ever owned an ink printer, ink is expensive. So as much as I'm printing labels out, it is a lifesaver with not having to use ink. Also, that in itself just makes up for the $2.99 I had to pay for that. Let me show y'all real quick where I buy my labels from. I just buy them off of Amazon. I'll type in Rolo 5x7 labels. And here they are right here. So then I know you might also say like, well, how do you know what shipping label goes to what item? So you can print out in bulk by each item. Like, let's say you're only selling a few items, then you can print out in bulk of that item. Well, let's say you're selling a whole bunch of different items. Well, what I normally do is I just take the shipping label, and when I go to ship the item, I'll just go down through my orders and match up the name with the order, name with the order. I've done where you just, on the back of the shipping label, before I even go out there and start packaging up the items, I'll just write down what the item is. I'll go through my manage orders and write down what the item is, so I know I won't make any mistakes. I can ship up to 500 items a day. And you're probably like, well, do you go and stand in line at the post office? No, I don't. If you start doing that many items, you need to check around with your local post office and see who lets you drop off packages in the back of the office. So UPS, pretty simple. We have a good relationship with our local UPS person. So they know we will be bringing a lot of packages whenever we come in. And with USPS, they already have bins out in the back that you dump the items in. And this post office I go to is a huge post office. So I am not the only shipper. So there's a lot of companies bringing packages to the back there. Not just me. Okay, so let's talk about where you can get shipping supplies from. So sometimes I package in poly bags. So those I get off of Amazon. So these poly mailers right here, you can get a 500 pack of 12 by 15 for $29.74, and it gets here Sunday. So for poly mailers, these are always what I use. Uline, you're going to get your boxes usually. You can even get poly mailers here too. So with Uline, you can just go and look at, they got over 1,700 styles of boxes. This right here, if you click on this, it's going to show you what the box kind of looks like. And it's going to give you the pricing on it. So So with Uline, you also have to buy in a certain amount. So 2,500, 250, and that's going to be what your price of box is going to go off of. See, very cheap prices for boxes, but their shipping is kind of heavy. Most of your prices on these boxes are going to go into the boxes shipping to you. That's why you want to order a lot at one time, because so it can justify it. But it does get here pretty quick. They're usually next day. So then if you want to get free shipping supplies, but you have to ship USPS priority, you're going to go to shop, shipping supplies, and then on here you can see you can get the envelopes, here's the boxes, but like this one you're going to have to ship mail, flat rate, medium box. They have a bunch of boxes on here, and then you see that the prices on them are $0. So anything you see flat rate, you're gonna have to ship it flat rate. But like this one right here is just priority, so you can ship it just using priority. It don't have to be no flat rate. I told y'all I used to sell on Postmart and Macari. Well, I learned the whole flat rate thing back then. I shipped something in Flat Rate Express, and it ended up being like $80 to ship a t-shirt, and yeah, I never made that mistake again. I was going to show y'all real quick what might be like good to put in your space for shipping. So I got these like black shelves right here that I got from, I think I got them from Sam's. Right now they're kind of empty. I just moved not too long ago. I have a building that I put a bunch of my supplies in and just kind of pull them out as I need them. So I usually stack up my supplies on these shelves right here. Always before Q4, if you're going to order like a bunch of supplies for USPS, do that in advance. Stock it up somewhere so that you already have those boxes when the time comes. So I know I told y'all that I was going to do FBA today also, but I'm actually going to split it up into 2 videos, and I'm going to do FBA shipping next week. It will be the first video that I do next week, so be on the lookout for that. This video is actually longer than I thought it was going to be, and I do not want to burn y'all out and taking in too much information at one time, because with shipping it is a lot of information to take in. So I figured I'll just split it up and do 2 videos on it. That is it for today. As always, like, subscribe, so I can keep creating these videos to help you learn about Amazon. And any ideas, put them in the comments. Next week I am going to try to get to one of the suggestions that somebody said in the comments, to make sure to be able to look out for that FBA video beginning of next week. That will be the first video I will do. It will be similar to this one, except it's going to be talking about FBA and tips to package FBA. Until next time, guys. Bye.